Okay, you have your apple slice, and then you have your 2 carrot sticks, and then for color and for vitamins, a nice piece of celery, and then for dessert, a lemon drop. But remember, if you have dessert, add at least 50 extra push-ups to your workout.
Cooking for Models will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live. Tonight, Almost Live, starring John Keister, with Bill Nye, Tracy Conway, Ed Wyatt, Bob Nelson, Nancy Guppy, Bill Stainton, Steve Wilson, and me, I'm Pat Cashman. And before we get underway, it's time for the 15-second Almost Live stock report as we talk to Cecil Blowcheese from the investment firm of Buffington, and Shue.
And Blowcheese.
All right?
All right.
How's the dollar look?
Green, picture of a president on it.
So it looks good to you?
Not as good as a 10 or a 20, but it's okay.
And how about the market?
Yeah, how about the market?
Air balloons?
Up.
Duck feathers?
Down.
Mosquito repellent?
Off.
Thanks, Cecil.
Okay.
And now, stand by for Almost Live. And now, it's time for the Johnson Family News with anchorpersons Ralph Johnson and Karen Johnson. Sports with Bucky Johnson and Beth Johnson with the weather. This is the Johnson Family News.
Good evening. I'm Ralph Johnson. In tonight's top story, after 15 years of marriage, Ralph and Karen Johnson are calling it quits. The couple will file for divorce, and Ralph Johnson will move out of the house next week. He'll move in with his 22-year-old blonde secretary from down at Johnson Construction, Chelsea Fox. We'll have more on that story as it develops. Karen, over to you.
Thanks, Ralph. In a related story, we have a report of a freak accident downtown. Let's go to my brother Bill Davis at the scene.
Thank you, Karen. I'm here at the scene on Route 99 where investigators are calling it one of the weirdest accidents they've seen in a long time. A white Mazda Miata lost all 4 of its wheels simultaneously and skidded into the concrete barrier. The driver, 22-year-old Johnson Construction Secretary Chelsea Fox, has been rushed to Central Hospital, where she's expected to require some plastic surgery. The investigators do not suspect sabotage. Back to you, Karen.
Thanks, Bill. What a strange accident. We have a correction to one of the stories reported earlier. Ralph Johnson will be moving out of his house tonight. Not next week, as reported. Now, let's go to sports and see what's happening with Bucky Johnson.
Thanks, Mom. Well, the Johnson Construction American Legion baseball team lost another heartbreaker, 6-5 to Acme Market. For the 2nd week in a row, poor managing by Ralph Johnson cost the team. Said losing pitcher Jason Kent, "Old man Johnson sucks." Back to you guys.
Thanks, honey. As we welcome the fall season, the weather is, as usual, unpredictable in the Johnson household. Let's check in with Beth.
Well, it's another typical weather day inside the Johnson house. Roasting downstairs and freezing cold here in my room. And it's gonna stay that way till Ralph Johnson fixes his stupid wood stove. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Pumpkin. When we return, we're going to have a story about a local woman who neglects the welfare of her children and her family.
Actually, Ralph, that story has been preempted. Stay tuned immediately for a 3-hour special titled Ralph Johnson, the tyrant behind the phony exterior.
Oh, come on.
Good night.
Look, I was only...
Bye, Ralph.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Almost Live. I'm John Keister, and I think that we all have to admire the Johnson family in the open and healthy way they express conflicts in their family and marriage, don't we? I think so, absolutely. If you're going to break up, that's the way to do it. Be upfront about it. Broadcast it. You know, most people are so bad about breaking up. men especially, because men, well, they're not too good with words. And I know this doesn't come as any shock to the women in the audience. They know all about it. You know, when men want to break up, they drive you to the mall, they kind of slide away while you're looking at clothes, and then you never see them again. That's it. Of course, when women try to break up with their boyfriends, guys never quite believe it's over. You know, I mean, she could kill all your pets, write on your mirror in their blood, it's over forever. The guy would call her up and say, look, I know you're having a bad day. Why don't I drop by for dinner? Yeah, sometimes they push you too far, though. A few years ago, I came home, I found my girlfriend had all my things boxed up and stacked in the driveway. There was another guy's stuff in the closet, so I did what any other guy would have done in that situation. I dumped her. That's right, that's right. That's right. And I hate it when people say, well, I hope we can just be friends. Well, you know, what does that mean? Close friends? Well, not close friends. Good friends? No, they want to be the kind of friend that when they see you coming down the street, they run and hide. That kind of, they want to be the kind of friend that reveals horribly embarrassing things about you when they get drunk at parties. You know, the kind of friend that'll end up sleeping with all your other friends. The kind of friend that'll go to court and have a restraining order put on you if you ever come to their house again. That kind of friend. Not that I would know. I do know one thing, though. Never, ever try to help a friend get over some breakup by telling them what you really felt about the relationship. Right? We all know this one. Oh, I'm glad she's gone. That bitch was playing you for a fool, man. Let her go mess up somebody else's life. This is the best thing that's ever happened to you. You know, you don't want to do that because they always call back in 3 days. Yeah, we're back together again. Oh, good, yeah. Very glad to hear it, yeah. See, that's because relationships are so unpredictable. You know, even when you're in the middle of them, it's sometimes hard to tell if there's a problem. That's why we at Almost Live have come up with this handy guide of telltale signs that your relationship may be close to the end. For example, the sound he makes when swallowing orange juice makes you want to strangle him. She says goodnight while getting out of your car, and it's still moving. The last pack of condoms you bought have passed their expiration date. It's a sure sign. He starts introducing you as my first wife. Well, she's casually suggesting that maybe it's time to start seeing other people. A Porsche pulls up and a blonde guy starts honking. You only get romantic when Koppel has a boring guest. And finally, the gun shop calls to say the 7-day waiting period is up. Those are sure signs that it's over. But this is just beginning, so stay with us because we've got a great show and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Mo Gaffney. You know, women don't get enough chances to be funny on TV. I mean, there was that Marilyn Quayle speech at the Republican convention, but I'm talking about being funny on purpose. So here's what Comedy Central is doing on Women Allowed. We take the funniest, smartest, most beautiful women around and give them a whole TV show of their own. Of course, it's only a half hour, but that's just for now. We have plans.
Mo Gaffney hosts the new season of Women Allowed, starting January 25th, weekdays at 9 and 3, here at Comedy Central.
Big girls don't cry. Introducing tear-free Pert Plus for kids. It's not just a tear-free shampoo. It's a detangling conditioner, too. Tear-free Pert Plus for kids. Easy on eyes, tough on tangles.
Your teeth aren't flat, are they? Of course not. If they were, a flat brush would be ideal. But since your teeth are shaped like this, we designed our brush like this. Introducing Crest Complete. Your dentist uses special instruments that get between teeth. Crest Complete gets between too, up to 37% farther than the leading flat bristle brush. So to help maintain a dentist clean at home, get new Crest Complete. Only Crest could make a brush this complete.
When you have trouble falling asleep, take the sleeping aid ingredient that's the doctor's choice, the one in Sleepinol. In a survey, 7 out of 10 doctors chose the sleeping aid in Sleepinol. Sleepinol contains the doctor's choice to fall asleep fast.
I never worry about money now that I use Quicken.
Now we're organized.
With Quicken, we always know exactly where our money's going.
And exactly how much we have.
Yes, Quicken, the world's best-selling finance software and the fastest, easiest way to organize your home and small business finances. Quicken tracks bank accounts, investments, tax information, budgets, credit cards, and loans. And it's simple. If you can use a checkbook, you can use Quicken because your screen looks exactly like your checkbook. Just type in the payee, the amount, Quicken does the rest. Every transaction automatically categorized, so a keystroke gives you detailed reports like income and expenses, budgets, net worth, investment performance, and more. And it's fast.
Quicken just reconciled my whole bank statement in 2 minutes.
So, if you have a PC with DOS or Windows or a Mac, call now to try Quicken free for 60 days. We won't charge your credit card unless you decide to keep Quicken. Call now.
Call 1-800-879-9285.
Hi, I'm Richard Jenny. If you're a theater buff with a short attention span, stay tuned for Short Attention Span Theater here at Comedy Central.
And now, historical figure or tennis pro, Christo van Rensburg, Anton von Leeuwenhoek, Vasco da Gama, Carl Uwe Stieb.
And now, the Lame List, or What's Weak This Week, brought to you by America's heavy metal community. Lame! People who smell like cough drops.
Lame. Totally lame.
Waiters who stop grinding pepper before you say good.
Lame.
A runner not advancing to second on a long fly to left when the runner from third is tagged and beaten to throw home.
Huh?
TV movies where they bleep out the bad words.
Lame, 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 lame.
Motels where they want to know your real name.
Lame. Totally lame. Lame. Usable. Lame.
This has been the Lame List.
Hi, folks. I'm Karen Quigley, and this is my husband, Dave.
Thanks, honey. And this is Just Lustin', where we celebrate the fact that there are just too many good-looking folks in the world to ignore.
That's right. And you know, a big part of a healthy marriage is being secure enough to let your spouse check out other people.
That's right. And speaking of that, we want to welcome our new floor director, Stacy. Can we get a shot of Stacy?
Yeah.
All right, there she is.
Oh.
She's quite a babe, isn't she?
Oh, she's cute.
Well, cute is not the word.
You're right. Young is the word.
Oh, come on.
You always go for that type.
That's right, I do.
Mm-hmm. Too bad they don't go for you.
Well, as a matter of fact...
I don't want to hear it, dear.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's just barely out of high school.
Well, but she's got a great body.
Mm-hmm. I know. Well, you know, talk about a nice body. That reminds me. When I went to work this morning, I stopped and bought a cappuccino at that espresso cart on 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Do you know that one?
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
All right. This guy was hot. 6'2", solid, packed into this faded pair of Levi's. I think you know what I mean.
I know this guy. I know this guy. That guy is gay.
Oh! He is not.
He's gay.
Oh, how do you know?
I just know. I know.
Every time I mention a good-looking guy, you say he's gay.
No, I don't say that every time. Just this time. I mean, you know, how could you pick? I don't understand how you could be lusting up such a blazing...
Honey, I think you're a little threatened here, is what I think.
Okay, all right. So are you finished?
I'm
Are you finished? Okay, well, this little interlude, I guess, is a good lead-in for our Just Lustin' Picks of the Week. This is where Karen and I select the 3 people that we have crushes on at the moment. So, Karen, you go ahead.
Thanks, honey. I'm keeping my eye on number 3, Luke Perry, the sexy kid from Beverly Hills 90210. Number 2, Michael Jordan. Anytime, anywhere. And the number 1 lust object this week, Dave's tennis partner, Rick.
Rick! Rick!
In those white shorts. Ooh,
Oh, you have got to be kidding. Rick is a geek.
Oh, maybe that's what you think, but I know differently.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Go ahead, honey. Who are your picks?
Okay, all right. Well, my list this week starts out, of course, at number 3 with Cindy Crawford, of course. Number 2 is that hot babe in the video, I Touch Myself. And my number 1 lust queen of the week, Marianne Jensen, wife of our producer, Bob Jensen. Can we see the photo? Okay, now, show the other one, show the other one. All right, there we go. What a fox.
What is going on
All
here?
right, that's it. The show is over. That's it.
Bob, relax. What's the matter with you?
That's my wife.
Well, so this is my wife. What's the matter?
Really, you remembered. Evidently, you forgot when you took that picture.
Wait a minute. No, hold on.
Just my wife.
Look, this is just
I want to hear
No,
that.
it's not just luck. That's my
Hi, I'm Paul Provenza from Comics Only. You know, I have watched a lot of talk shows in my day. For every minute of a comedian being funny, horsing around with the host, you get an hour of some boring dweeb just droning on and on and on. So here's what we did at Comics Only. We take out the boring guests, and we make a whole show out of comics horsing around. How could you lose?
Watch Comics Only weeknights at 8:30 here at Comedy Central.
Chaplin, nominated for 3 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Actor.
The whole world knows about you, Charlie.
One of the best movies of the year. A stunning achievement.
You are a truly strange fellow, Charles.
Robert Downey Jr. is astonishing, says Joel Siegel.
Waiting for that other shot, Sid.
Richard Attenborough has created a masterpiece.
What do we do, Charlie?
Smile. Robert Downey Jr.
Charlie!
Chaplin, rated PG-13. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Coast, the eye-opener.
Honey, it can't look that bad. How bad is it?
No one can afford a bad perm, but now you can afford a great one at the styling salon at JCPenney.
That bad.
Don't be dull, be dazzling. Dazzle with the Bedazzler, the kit that can change your wardrobe from dull to daring. Just place the gem stud on the Bedazzler platform, then press down to attach to your fabric. Look, it's as easy as using a stapler. In seconds, you've got a dazzling design. Children love the Bedazzler too. It's great for gifts, crafts, and costumes. Now with the Bedazzler, you can add glittering rhinestones and studs for a fraction of the cost. Transform blouses, belts, jeans, and boots with studs and stones. You can get the Bedazzler for just $19.95. We'll also send you 150 sparkling silver gem studs absolutely free. Plus, you get 25 brilliant rhinestones in emerald, ruby, diamond, and topaz. You also get 15 popular designs for quick and easy bedazzling. You get a $50 value for just $19.95.
Sorry, no CODs. Credit card users call 1-800-447-8000 right now. We're giving away valuable gold gem studs at incredible discounts on all of today's orders. Call toll-free to order by credit card or get mail order address. Call 1-800-447-8000.
Hi, I'm Melissa Gilbert Brinkman, and coming up next at Comedy Central is Short Attention Span Theater.
And now, typographical error, or town in Wales. Llwyn Gryll. Oobstwiffle. Cwm Ystwyth. Lutzwilm.
Hi, returning. Having trouble playing regular Trivial Pursuit because the questions just don't seem to relate to the real things in life, like truck and tractor pulls and blood sports? Then try Trivial Pursuit, the Real Man Edition.
Who won the 1990 World Cup of Soccer?
Bunch of fairies in tight shorts.
That's right.
Yeah. Who is considered to be the most influential philosopher of the 20th century?
Mike Ditka.
Damn right. Damn right.
Finally, a game that's more fun than gutting fish.
All right. What's the #1 cause of divorce in America today?
Damn poor woman can't keep a house clean or beer in the fridge.
At last, the No Sissies Allowed board game with categories like Rambo versus Chuck Norris, the history of pissing contests, and killing stuff.
Hey, Bob. If you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be? What the hell kind of little girly boy question is that?
That's right.
Hey! All right. Who's the best male ice skater from Canada?
Kurt Browning. I mean, I don't know. Hell, I don't know. It's a sissy question. Ask me another one. Come on, let me see this.
Trivial Pursuit, the real man edition. Get in your pickup and pick up one today.
They're the people who really run this country.
Hey, you guys, I got this great accounts receivable joke. See, there's a secretary.
You work with them every day.
Great memo, Mr. Deppa.
And now, they're the hit of the TV season.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, look, we need to take a meeting.
Yeah, maybe after break.
Oh, I'm getting another call. Can you hold? Yeah.
They're the ineffectual middle management suck-ups. Tonight, on the ineffectual middle management suck-ups.
All right, first of all, I want to thank you all for meeting on such short notice.
Oh, not at all. I love surprise meetings.
Yes, they're very exciting.
It's better than sex.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, does anyone here remember what yesterday's meeting was about?
I know. We decided to use our power as a major corporation to foster the concepts of peace and love all over the world.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. We laid some people off, didn't we?
Actually, that's right. And now we've received an anonymous fax. It reads, I'm a disgruntled ex-employee, and I'm coming over to trash the place. I'm nonviolent, so I won't hurt you, but I will have to tie and gag you. All right, now, so what do you think?
You know, I am surprised we let him go. He sounds like a real self-starter.
Yeah, that's right, absolutely. And I think this is all very good input so far, but what we need to do now is put a positive spin on this scenario. So I think we should start off by talking about what are the good things about being bound and gagged. Okay, let's talk about that. No bad ideas here. What are some good things?
You conserve energy.
Okay, conserve, that's good. Now, anybody else?
It really makes you listen to what someone else is saying.
Okay, good listening skills. That's very good. Anybody else?
It would save time in case a robber comes in, since he wouldn't have to tie us up because we'd already be tied up.
Okay, a robbery. Good.
It just feels good.
Okay, it just feels good. That's great. Okay, now everybody, let's break up into power teams and research the situation.
Next week, on the ineffectual middle management suck-ups.
Well, I think you did some good progress today, so I think you take a break. Lunch? Great. How about Mexican?
Well, I had Mexican yesterday.
Oh.
Well, if you want to go.
This program is brought to you by Extra Sugar-Free Gum.
After most meals and snacks, plaque pH can fall to levels where acid starts attacking teeth. These attacks can last up to 2 hours, increasing the risk of damage to your tooth enamel. That's when chewing can help. When you chew for 20 minutes, the chewing action produces and distributes more of your mouth's natural defense, saliva, which helps neutralize acid within minutes. So in addition to regular dental care, after eating, chew Wrigley's Extra Sugar-Free Gum, because chewing helps nature fight the acid attack.
If you're looking for a new career opportunity, listen to this. There's never been a better time to be a computer repair technician like me. We're really in demand and we make good money. The National Education Center is now offering a course to train you as a computer repair technician. Call now for a copy of this brochure. This could be your chance of a lifetime.
For a brochure, call 800-527-1300. Call now, 800-527-1300.
Now, Barney, that lovable purple dinosaur, is available on home video. It's a collection your preschooler will love. Offered only from Time Life Video.
Because that's a rule that stays the same.
Call this toll-free number now so your children can have their first Barney video. Caring means sharing for $9.99. Then every other month or so, your child will receive other fun Barney videos, like Playing It Safe and Be a Friend. And if you order with your credit card, you'll receive a free Barney in concert audio tape featuring your child's favorite Barney songs.
I love you, you love me. We're a
I love you, Barney.
family with
Here's
how to order. To receive the Barney and Friends Caring Means Sharing video for $9.99, call this toll-free number. Use your credit card and receive a free Barney audio cassette. Call now.
And okay, on your TV screen! Whose line is it anyway? Where the mob rules the show and forces the contestants to act out their every demand.
The first suggestion is 2 flies on a date.
Would you, care for any more turd?
You got 4 contestants, some English guy named Clive, and the crowd's in charge. It's comedy chaos.
I'm feeling terribly lazy today. Would you pick my nose for me?
Watch the bloody anarchy of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Weeknights at 11:30 only at Comedy Central. You're at Comedy Central.
And now, European sports term, or slang for getting sick. Bowl. Corf. Hurl. Blow. Well, that was fun. God, that Michelle Pfeiffer's incredible. Her lips are so great.
Yeah, I guess.
God, well, listen, it's kind of late. I better get going.
Oh, well, thanks for the movie.
You bet. Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Are skinny lips ruining your love life? Ever wish you had a full, luscious, pouty mouth like Michelle Pfeiffer or Cher?
Sure, but I can't afford to spend thousands on collagen injections. Besides, I hate shots.
You need the Pout Paddle.
Wow!
New from Swellco, the Pout Paddle is fast, fun, and gives you fat lips for hours, all for just $19.95.
How does it work?
It's easy. Just grasp the handle firmly, and then whack your mouth briskly till your lips puff up 5 times their normal size. Later.
Did I mention the pilot?
I love
Check out the babe with the lips. Whoa!
No more lonely nights for me, thanks to Pout Paddle.
Get your Pout Paddle today.
Work is almost finished, you wanna drink some brew. Babes are coming over, waiting there for you. Sick of whipping like this, and your lame old dries. Grab the brew that hits you right between the eyes. Reaching for a good buzz. Every day, reaching for a good buzz. All the way, gotta try the brew that knocks you on your butt. Good buzz.
We don't waste time on choice hops or pure water. All we care about is brewing a malt liquor that'll really mess you up. Reach for a good buzz.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We discourage the use of alcohol among minors. Unless the peer pressure gets to be too much, because that can be just as bad as a little brew now and then. The word buzz in Good Buzz Malt Liquor is not a reference to getting drunk. It's actually derived from an ancient Greek word meaning, oh, I thought you were bringing in the sheep. We just like the sound of it. The makers of Good Buzz did not solicit or pay for Ted Kennedy's endorsement of our beer in his Playboy interview. The rumor that Good Buzz Malt Liquor actually killed a man in Texas has never been verified. The makers of Good Buzz Malt Liquor remind you to please drink responsibly.
That's right. Drink responsibly. Well, we're very glad that we could share this little bit of time with you, and I just want to say the volunteers here in Albuquerque have been great, and Johnny Mathis, you are the greatest of all time. Thank you, and we'll see you later.
Comedy Central discovered Almost Live in Seattle, Washington, and we bring them to you twice a day, first at 10 a.m. and then again at 6:30 p.m. right before short.
Spread out. Now come on back together. Good. Huh? How about that? All right, kids, now the next trick we're going to do, you need to go out in the kitchen and get your mom's best kitchen matches. They look just like this. Go out, get a bunch of them. And also we're
Fun with matches will not be seen tonight, so that we can bring you the following episode of Almost Live.
Together here, and I'm going to teach you how to make match rockets.
Tonight, Almost Live, starring John Keister, with Bill Nye, Tracy Conway, Ed Wyatt, Bob Nelson, Nancy Guppy, Bill Stainton, Steve Wilson, and me, I'm Pat Cashman. And now, our guest announcers for tonight, the Vienna Boys Choir. Guys?
Thank you. It is a pleasure to be here. We just flew in from Austria, and boy, are our arms tired. But seriously, folks, stand by for
Music Power! He's America's most exciting, most dynamic, hard-time disc jockey. Otherwise, Randy Scott is DJ Dentist.
Hi there, I'm Crystal Brook, your dental assistant. But right now it's 3 o'clock and it's time for the #1 dentist in the city, Randy Scott.
Hello! Hi, how you doing? What's your name?
Timmy.
Okay, Jimmy, before we get started, let's check in with Crystal.
Well, Randy, things look really wide open on the Upper East Side, but ooh, down south, we've got a nasty saliva buildup on the bridges.
Boy, it looks slick down there.
It is nasty, so everybody be patient.
Well, no, he be patient, I be doctor. Randy Scott, that is. Okay, let's get started. Hi there, it's about 3:07, about 72 degrees outside right now on the Dr. Randy Scott dental thing, and it's x-ray time. Let's line it up there now, and the radiation, by the way, will cause little, if any, permanent damage, okay? Smile for me, and don't move. Here we go.
All right, now, hold still, Dr. Scott.
Don't move.
Smile.
According to this x-ray, you don't have any teeth. What do you think, Crystal? Okay, let's get on with the Dr. Randy Scott dental appointment. It's about 16 past 3. Time for the gas. Let's start breathing. Are you wondering what kind of gas that is?
Yeah, what kind of gas is it?
It's helium! He's Dr. Randy Scott, a dentist with a really good sense of humor.
Okay, it's about 13 minutes past the hour right now, about 98.6 in there right now on the Dr. Randy Scott dental appointment, and we're going to put a crown in, a crown that is going to be
solid gold.
Okay, but less talk, more music power. Let's get started. Okay, maybe you want something a little more soothing? Okay, we're going to slow things down a little bit right now. This is the Blue Danube Waltz.
Yes, he's Randy Scott.
Okay, it's time to get on out of here. Gotta move, gotta groove, gotta hit the road, gotta hit the brakes, and go on home on the Dr. Randy Scott thing. Well, before you go, we've got a little parting gift for him, don't we, Crystal? Huh? What do you think? Now, who's your favorite dentist?
Dr. Randy! Bob!
He's the Moss Boss.
Remember, be true to your teeth, or they'll be false to you.
Hello. Welcome to Almost Live. I'm John Keister, and that piece brings back a lot of bad memories for me because I was so afraid of dentists when I was a kid. And now that I've grown up, I don't have those childhood fears. I just have fear of children. My own children, mainly. Why? Because I'm one of these ridiculous modern parents who's been working for years on problems that my parents were able to solve in about a half hour. You know, parents today, they use questions. Who needs a timeout? Who's not getting dessert? Our parents used the definitive statement, you are going to your room. I am going to hit you with a belt. Yeah. I feel so sorry for all these single moms today. You know, I mean, in the 60s, if there was a problem, the mom would just say, you just wait until your father gets home. Now it's more like, boy, are you going to get it when my significant other comes to sleep over. Yeah. Mom, you know, I used to send you to your room when you were bad. Now she sends you to go live with Dad. Okay. The big thing now, I guess, is sharing quality time with your kid, you know, really getting to know him. But, see, to my parents, quality time meant I was gone to camp and they wouldn't have to see me for 2 weeks. Yeah. It's so different for kids these days. In school, they learn all the details about sex, and the school gives them free condoms. They give them free condoms. When I went to school, they covered it all in 3 words. Ask your dad. Of course, he would tell you absolutely nothing, which pretty much covered my sex life until I was about 25. Yeah, kids today they know everything about sex, and they even get to see themselves being born because everybody videotapes that these days. I really think that I would be uncomfortable watching a video of my own birth. Although, you know, it's not like I had the option. There's just this one picture I saw a few years ago when my parents were cleaning out a closet. It was me when I was an hour old. Not a pretty sight. At least though it wasn't a video. And I mean, my question is, what are all these modern kids going to do with their birth videos when they get to be my age? What are they going to do? Are they going to cherish them as personal mementos? No, I know these kids. They'll probably have a show called America's Funniest Childbirth Videos. It'll be on the Fox network. You know, that's it. Anyway, you will stay tuned, you will come back with us, or you will go to your room. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Mo Gaffney. You know, women don't get enough chances to be funny on TV. I mean, there was that Marilyn Quayle speech at the Republican convention, but I'm talking about being funny on purpose. So here's what Comedy Central is doing on Women Allowed. We take the funniest, smartest, most beautiful women around and give them a whole TV show of their own. Of course, it's only a half hour, but that's just for now. We have a plan.
Mo Gaffney hosts the new season of Women Allowed, starting January 25th, weekdays at 9 and 3, here at Comedy Central.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
They want your land.
Rosanna Arquette.
Not gonna give up my home.
Kieran Culkin.
Sam, something's wrong.
In a Robert Harmon film, Nowhere to Run. Rated R. At theaters January 15th.
Day 19. I am concerned about the crew. After all, Echo the Dolphin is not just a game, it is an adventure. The graphics are so real, they don't want to go into the sea anymore. 27 levels of danger, mystery, and beauty, all through the eyes of a dolphin. Simply brilliant. Thank goodness, my trusty skipper Pierre has no interest in this new game.
Alan Spindle is one of the many people slowly waking up to the fact that only coast is the eye-opener.
If you've heard me talking about training for a new career through ICS before and wondered just how home study works, well, here's what happens. Once you enroll in one of these courses, you'll receive a series of training shipments like these. Inside, there are hands-on projects for you to complete. They're fun, and you go step by step. Plus, you get all the equipment and supplies you need. As you finish each project, the next one is mailed to you until you've finished your course and received your diploma or degree. Call now to get your personalized career pack on the course you're most interested in. Choose from high school, TV, VCR repair, computer programming, electrician, animal care specialist, auto mechanics, bookkeeping, legal assistant, interior decorating, drafting, hotel restaurant management, learning the personal computer, electronics, or get your degree. You can major in business management or accounting.
Call now for the free information Sally Struthers spoke about. Then decide if you want to train at home for a better career to make more money. Call 1-800-831-3300. There's absolutely no obligation. That's 1-800-831-3300 for free career information. Call now.
Hi, I'm Jake Johansson, and coming up next at Comedy Central, which is where I am, is Short Attention Span Theater. I've been on that show before.
It's the Comedy Central Punchline 1-900-950-JOKE. The funniest way ever to spend $1.50 a minute. You know the spiel. Dial the number and listen to jokes left by other Comedy Central viewers. Or you can leave your best joke on the line. If our judges pick your joke as the funniest, you could be our $100 daily winner. And you might even hear your joke on short attention span theater. If you're under 18, get your parents' permission to call 1-900-950-JOKE. The funniest way ever to spend $1.50 a minute.
Welcome to the Almost Live Community Calendar. Here's what's happening in your area. Wednesday in Atlanta, come to the We Can Still Win the Civil War rally. On Friday, Eugene, Oregon celebrates the 30th anniversary of Jerry Garcia's first joint. And Saturday in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, it's Get Naked with Cheese Day. That's what's happening this week on Community Calendar.
And now, the Lame List, or What's Week This Week. Brought to you by America's heavy metal community.
Lame.
The kids on Beverly Hills 90210.
Lame.
Magic markers that are unscented.
Lame.
Man, that's so lame. Philosophical debates about Machiavellian and utopian visions of society. Girls who don't like that Terminator.
Lame, 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 lame.
Not getting a job because you have a criminal record.
Lame.
Hollyway.
Lame.
Usable.
This has been the Lame List.
Good evening and welcome to Really Hard Copy, the show that's got what it takes to get the news. All right, enough of this BS. Let's get to the news. Well, the Presidential Commission on the Economy has released its new fiscal year plan. Really Hard Copy asks the man on the street, what do you think?
I don't know anything about that.
What do you mean?
I don't follow politics at all.
What are you, stupid? You stupid, wasting my time? You stupid. Come on, what do you mean you don't follow?
More on that later. But first, a Really Hard Copy exclusive. Special correspondent Snake Jackson files this report from the Justice Department.
I'm here in front of the Justice Building where ongoing controversy surrounds the appointment of the new Crimes Commissioner. Really Hard Copy decided to take action on this issue.
Please don't ask me again. I'm going to give you the same answer every time. We haven't named a new commissioner.
I didn't want to do this, Mr. Briggs. Do you love your kids?
Why do you ask?
The 3-year-old Tara, the 4-year-old Becca. Happen to have a picture of them right here. You'll see that in front of them is this morning's newspaper headline.
What have you done with my kids?
Who's the new commissioner, Mr. Briggs?
What have you done with my kids?
Tell us the name of the new commissioner and they'll be fine.
His name's Arnie Swanigan. He's 36 years old. He's kind of a blonde-haired guy.
Way to go, Jackson. Okay, Bob, let those kids go. All right, back to our Really Hard Copy man on the street interviews.
Oh, what's your opinion?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you gotta have an opinion.
Okay, no.
All right, the public says no.
Really Hard Copy is following the unfolding cab scam scandal, and we caught up with indicted taxi mogul Alan Carver.
Get out of here. All right, Mr. Carver, you asked for it.
Hey, you shot out my tire.
You're right, I did. Now, what about those allegations?
All right, I made a little mistake, okay? I did it. It was just a little mistake. I don't know what the hell.
There you have it, another Really Hard Copy exclusive confession. Back to you.
Could you give me a lift?
Well, now it's time for our Really Hard Copy weather report. Bill?
Our forecast for tomorrow is for very cold temperatures. It looks like we're finally going to get that snow.
Yeah, well, that's what you said yesterday, pal.
Well, weather forecasting is not an exact science.
Yeah? Well, why don't you come back when it is? That's all we have time for tonight on Really Hard Copy. We'd like to thank all of our Nielsen families for watching. Don't forget, we know where you live.
And okay, on your TV screen.
game, Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where the mob rules the show and forces the contestants to act out their every demand.
The first suggestion is 2 flies on a date.
Would you, care for any more turd?
You got 4 contestants, some English guy named Clive, and the crowd's in charge. It's comedy chaos.
I'm feeling terribly lazy today. Would you pick my nose for me?
Watch the bloody anarchy of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Weeknights at 11:30 only at Comedy Central.
Introducing Topsy Tail, the incredible hair fashion tool that creates exciting new hairstyles in seconds. It's so easy. If you can make a ponytail, you can Topsy Tail. Simply place the Topsy Tail in the center of the ponytail, thread hair through the loop, and pull for a beautiful new look. You'll create dozens of dazzling styles for every occasion. It's great for last-minute workouts, perfect for the office, or create an elegant evening style, a look he'll notice. Topsy Tail works great for shoulder-length hair, too. Now you can add flair to your hair with Topsy Tail, complete with Glamour Guide for just $12.95. Order now and you'll also receive the Secrets to French Braiding absolutely free. Create a whole new look and a whole new you. Order Topsy Tail today.
Credit card users call toll-free 1-800-862-1000. Sorry, no CODs. That's 1-800-862-1000. Or send just $12.95 plus $3.50 shipping and handling to the address on your screen. For quickest delivery, have your credit card ready. Call now, 1-800-862-1000.
Announcing great men of music from Warner Classics, the first digitally recorded, digitally mastered collection of the world's best loved music. Begin with Beethoven as your introduction to great men of music. Then other volumes will follow. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. Remember, this collection is not sold in stores. Order Beethoven now on 3 cassettes, $12.95, or 3 compact discs, $14.95. That's less than $5 per CD. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-862-1000 or send just $12.95 for 3 cassettes, $14.95 for 3 compact discs, plus $4.95 shipping and handling to the address shown on your screen.
Hi, I'm Denny Dillon, and coming up next at Comedy Central is Short Attention's Fan Theater.
Welcome to the Almost Live Community Calendar. Here's what's happening in your area. Tuesday in New York City is You Talking to Me Day. Thursday at the Hannibal, Missouri Grange, it's the weekly meeting of the Mark Twain cranky people who smoke cigars and wear white suits support group. And Sunday in Honolulu, come watch the annual Midwestern Tourist White Flesh Fry. That's what's happening this week on Community Calendar.
Attention, world citizens. Hold on to your big furry hats. It's the sale you've been waiting for. Communism is going out of business, and we're passing the savings on to you. Say goodbye, Gorby, because the Soviet Union is closing its doors forever, and we've got prices so low, you'd swear they must be state-subsidized. Get a load of these tiny Baltic nations. Buy Latvia and Estonia, get Lithuania free. This is the sale worth standing in line for. You want statues? We've got them. Rope them yourself and save a bundle. How about tanks? Hey, comrade, push, pull, or drag your trade into our border. We'll take anything that martial law will allow. Want a party with the original Communist Party animal? We've got Lenin himself. How's that for a conversation piece? Members of the working class, rise up and take advantage of these revolutionary savings. Barbed wire, 99 cents a bale. Bricks from the Berlin Wall, 2 for 1. And flags, flags, flags. Take it from Crazy Boris, we will bury you with bargains. Hey, we've lost our lease in Poland, Afghanistan, and Siberia. We must vacate immediately. The Kremlin is crumbling. It's the biggest liquidation sale since we killed that Tsar. It's the big communism going out of business sale, and everything must go.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John, here's my report. Tonight, we look back at the 1962 World's Fair. It was held right here in Seattle. It was so cool, Elvis came to make a movie here. And the theme was the world of the future. Now, they made some predictions. 30 years have gone by. It's time to see how close they came. And I'm proud to say that this wasn't one of those wimpy fairs where they talk about conservation and recycling and alternative energy sources. The message in 1962 was, let's fill her up and drive real fast. And this is what they thought we would be driving in the future. From the official World's Fair program, here is General Motors' car of the future. All right. 2 miles per gallon, lots of fins and bubble tops. Well, I guess the closest they ever came to this was the Pacer. That's, you know, nowadays when they predict the car of the future, it always will run on battery, go 45 miles an hour, and look like a 72 Datsun. But this was a real car. Where would we live in the future? Well, in buildings that looked like this. The Space Needle. Cool lamp, huh? Yeah, all right, anyway. The design was based on the most accurate view of the future that they had at the time. The Jetsons. But instead of people living here, the Space Needle introduced the concept of the rotating restaurant, which is very handy. You get up to go to the bathroom, you come out, you can't find your table. Now, the phone company, well, there was only one back then. They didn't predict Sprint or MCI. If they had, I'm sure they would have built some nuclear weapons. But the phone company predicted that we would have picture phones by now so you could see the person that you were talking to. Well, we never got those. But on the 1-900 sex lines, you can picture them quite clearly in your mind. All right, another building of the future. The Colosseum. Its space-age architecture was pure genius. After the fair, it became the home of the Seattle Supersonics, and we discovered that the building of the future had a leaky roof, 3 bathrooms for 15,000 people, and it takes 45 minutes to get a beer. They predicted that we'd have an easy life, that delicious meals would be ready in less than 30 minutes without ever lifting a finger. Well, they were right. We've got Domino's. There was a place in the fair with fun costumes and amusements and everybody running around and having fun. What did they call it? The gay way. Well, they anticipated that trend correctly. Back in '62, they predicted that women in the future would dress in very shiny clothes. Well, yes, they do, but you have to pay a cover charge plus $3 a drink to see them. Now, here's the transportation system of the future. The monorail. Yes, they predicted these would be crisscrossing America. 30 years later, the monorail is the cheapest ride in Disneyland. So, to recap, they promised us bubble-top cars that drove themselves, high-speed trains from home to work, and luxury apartments in the sky for factory workers. But the biggest advances in the last 30 years have actually been, you can now record bad TV shows to watch later, ketchup and squeeze bottles, and tennis shoes with pumps. When it's all said and done, after 30 years, they still haven't invented anything that's cooler than a Pez dispenser. This has been the John Report. Thank you. And we'll be right back.
Comedy Central is the only all-comedy network. What's your say?
You have invested poorly and your life is a shambles. Oh, that's yours.
I think you're right. Comedy Central, the only all-comedy network.
50 stories up without a net is no place for a nap. So when one of these guys gets a bad cold or flu, which medicine would you recommend? One with an antihistamine that can cause drowsiness, or Sudafed Severe Cold Formula? The one that lets you stay alert. No daytime cold and flu product has more maximum strength medicines. For non-drowsy relief, depend on Sudafed Severe Cold Formula, because people depend on you. From the makers of Sudafed.
These craters remind you of anyone's face?
His skin's not that bad.
Oh, where's Chris been all weekend? Maybe his face blew up.
Someone should tell him.
What, lose the zits?
We could slip him some Clearasil.
No one's going to tell you to your face you need Clearasil. Such strong medicine, Clearasil guarantees fewer pimples in just 5 days.
It's Chris.
Chris?
Someone must have told me.
Clearasil, fewer pimples in 5 days and your money back, guaranteed.
Homeowners, if you're tired of ordinary mowers that blow clippings everywhere and clumsy bagging mowers that need constant emptying, here's great news. It's the breakthrough mulching mower from Troy-Bilt, a revolutionary new kind of mower that ends bagging and raking forever. The Troy-Bilt mulcher has no discharge chute to spray clippings, no awkward bag to fill up and clog with grass. In fact, the mulching mower doesn't leave clippings at all. Whether you're cutting your lawn or mulching a blanket of fall leaves, the revolutionary blade and deck design vacuums clippings up to be cut and recut into tiny nitrogen-rich particles. 100% natural free fertilizer that's recycled directly into your lawn. The results are remarkable. A beautiful, super healthy lawn with less time and less work than ever before. For full details on the revolutionary new Troy-Bilt mulching mower, call toll-free 1-800-733-2900. We'll send your free Troy-Bilt mulching mower catalog by return first-class mail. So call 1-800-733-2900 now.
Welcome to the Almost Live Community Calendar. Here's what's happening in your area. The Golf Cart Road Rally from Miami Beach to Phoenix kicks off this Wednesday at 9 a.m. You must be 65 or older to enter. Thursday, Hartford, Connecticut hosts the Tight Ass Insurance Executives Convention. And all weekend in Fort Smith, Arkansas, it's Ozark Mountain Days. Saturday's special event is Guess What's in My Beard. That's what's happening this week on Community Calendar.
ESPN Sports and the National Chess League present This Week in the NCL.
It was a crisp afternoon in Spassky Stadium for the quarterfinals of the NCL Western Conference. Coach Norm Simpson's Leaking Licorice had started the year as the preseason favorite. But a stunning defeat at the South Kitsap Invitational the previous weekend had Simpson's men wondering which of them belonged on the green squares and which on the white. They were facing Coach Hugh Davis's Mighty Ivory, a mean posse of ragtag renegades who promised to melt the plastic off the enemy in every match. Behind a formidable front line of pale but powerful pawns stood number 44, the piece they simply called the Bish. He seemed to be all over the board as his 5-square run ended with what can only be called a cheap shot on horseman Danny Knight. But then the Bish himself was blindsided by number 27, Rook of the Year, Otis Castle, who was playing in obvious pain. Then Coach Simpson attempted to put the game away with a surprise substitution. Victor the Icebox Regina, a veteran queen from a larger chess set. At 6 1/4 inches and 3 1/2 ounces, Regina towered over his opponents. But then, Pawn Billy Servant defrosted the Icebox with a concussive hit at Queen's Bishop 5. It would be called the turning point of the game, as the Licorice never recovered and checkmate seemed imminent. But suddenly, Coach Simpson spiked his king into the board. Coach Davis charged his counterpart, and the contest ended in a disappointing draw.
Well, all good things must come to an end, and also things like this. So we're nearing the end here, and how much time do we have till the end?
John,
yeah.
I think we're just about out of time right now. I think,
Really?
in fact, can you hear that music?
Is there time to run the water ski film?
No.
No? Okay, all right. Well, we'll just have to get to that later. Is that it? All right, that's it. That's it. I don't know.
To the final frontier on the thrilling 2-hour world premiere of Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Catch an encore presentation Sunday at 5.